Hey, hello, how's everyone doing? I hadn't shot a video in close to a month, and I thought I'd go ahead and share something I've already showed to a couple of friends, but I've been working on my bookshelving and getting my trade paperbacks and some of my other reading material on display as much as can be done so. Right off the bat, I just want to throw an apology to my brother Tat Comics. When I set this shelf up, I didn't think that it was right in front of a piece of art that he sent me, and it's framed behind the bookshelf. I can still see it. I just didn't want it to make it look like that Batman Bane piece meant any less to me than it did when I got it. So I am working on maybe moving it over. See, that's a window right here. Obviously, I want it away from the element and away from the light, and it just kind of worked out that this shelf came into play. So I'm working on it, Taddy. You're the coolest guy I know, so you know how much your art's meant to me. Anyhow, so let's just start on the bottom shelf, and I'll kind of work my way up. I'll try to keep it around 15 minutes. I'll try not to go much longer than that. These aren't really in any particular order. I've got a big love for the Frank Miller The Spirit movie. I actually preferred over the Sin City A Dame to Kill For picture, which I think was made just a little too late. I love the first Sin City movie, though. Got my Diary of a Wimpy Kid collection, most of the more recent ones, and a box set of the Rowley book, Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. This book, penned by Lowell Tolhurst of The Cure. It's called The Tale of Two Imaginary Boys. Anytime I see a reprinting trade of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina with that girl on the cover, I always buy it. It doesn't matter. Some of my Immortal Hulk, Ellen Moore Image stuff, Edward Gorey, Amphigory, some nice cross-hatching work in that. A little bit of Thomas Harris, some language books, Martha Washington. I mean, it's a book by Frank Miller and Dave Gibbons. You're combining talents from The Dark Knight Returns and Watchmen. Murder Me Dead, my David Lapham book. I got in touch with Lapham. Well, actually, I haven't. I haven't gotten an email back from him in around 3 months about the commission that was set up in January, so fingers crossed on that. Here's the Uber Alles edition. I'll have to talk to my brother, JP, formerly All About Comics, because I know he had an Al Garza commission he waited 3 years for. I don't even know if Garza ever did it or what became of that. Some Cerebus phone books. That is a Scholastic colorized bone trade from Davis. A book on toy collecting with some sweet ass battle beasts. Here's some Sandman trades from Davis. Here's a book, Kyle Rowe recommended, House of Leaves. So, I'll just show these real quick. These are, unfortunately, they're too heavy to go on the shelf. They're just too big. Here's the Max Artist Edition. I shared that briefly once. And these are the Sandman Absolute Editions, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Doom Patrol Omnibus and Invisibles Omnibus. These are about 25 to 40 pounds of books, so I'm not going to put them on this case as much as I'd like to. Here's a newspaper comics Smithsonian edition. I've seen shared on 64-page specials channel on Cartoonist Kayfabe. Here's the works of Alan Moore's Supreme. Alex Ross covers. Some Nintendo. More Nintendo. Nice J. Scott Campbell cover on X-Men hardcover. More Alan Moore, Small Killing. Looney Tunes. All of the Grant Morrison Animal Man stuff. A bunch of, I gotta have my animated Batmans. So a lot of Bruce Timm in there. It's indispensable for me. So even the Batman and Robin stuff. I'm waiting for the Gotham Adventures to eventually go to trade. Diana Prince Wonder Woman volumes. I think these got this particular angle. This premise ran around almost 2 years, right? So I have those. Love it. Oh, that's kind of sexist that I have Danger Girl right next to the liberation of Wonder Woman, where she no longer has her powers, which actually backfired, and women said, "Hey, why'd you take her abilities? What the hell?" What If? I learned about the joy of What If from Charlton66, who showed me a What If the Avengers Had Never Been story by Jimmy Shoots. If you love animated bats, you gotta at least have a remote spot for some animated soups. Mark Miller penned a lot of that. Then I got some original first time issued Batman trades of the animated stuff. I think this one has Harley in it, maybe. First Harley. Getting a little tight. So yeah, just any old reason to get more Batman animated, you know it. Yeah, all the time. Some Tarot, which the Black Rose, adult contemporary comics, Wicca stuff, just about coolest stuff right there. Is that another Martha Washington? Alright, well, I think that's my travel copy. Some slave labor graphics classics, my brother's copy of Jaunet, the Homicidal Maniac, some Gregory, Mark Hempel, really cool guy on Facebook, Mark Hempel. Some Afterlife with Archie, Vision. I think my brother pointed out to me Disney's doing something with that. Judge Dredd, that was a gift from these. Making Comics, Scott McCloud, more slave labor, more Batman animated, 6 volumes of The Max by Sam Keith from Image. Okay, this is going pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the light because we're by the lamp now. That's better. My hardcovers up here, mostly hardcovers. Tomb of Dracula, the big book. I'm in the market for omnibus Werewolf by Night. Nick Hardy, Titan stuff. That is 2 volumes of the latest Bruce Timm, and then Naughty and Nice, and then my my Shang Lines hardcovers. I'll go ahead and kick on the lamp again. Okay. This was from Drassiers. I won a contest a while ago, and he sent me this amazing Amanda Connor. She's one of my favorite people I've met in person. That's in the comic book field. This is Dark Knight, Eduardo Risso and Paul Dini, about when Dini was beaten within an inch of his life while working on Tiny Toons. These are the I learned about these on Comic Book Man, the trade paperbacks from the Denny O'Neil first run he did on Green Lantern, Green Arrow. And then, like I said, anything with old Sabrina on it. My Tim Sale hardcover, black and white. More Batman animated. More Nintendo Valiant hardcover stuff. I love this book. That's my favorite Spidey. That's the one Davis didn't ask in his contest. My favorite Spidey is Frank Miller's. Look at the webbing. He did all that with a dip pen crow quill. Sick. He was a sick dog. More Valiant, Rye, Bloodshot's Upside Down, Exo Man of War, Harbinger's Upside Down, more Nintendo, Valiant, the Rachel Rising books, Rachel Rising, the Kyle Rowe and I were really getting into these for a while, not the hardcover, but just the trades of Miracle Man, you know. This is the expensive one right here. I'm afraid to open. These are my brothers. I'm the keeper of these. More Batman animated, Dozer stuff, Dan the Magic Man. A really cool, much hated Frank Miller, a Holy Terror awesomeness, man. I don't care what anyone says. That book was sick. Then you kind of go into my literature, my Bukowski stuff, Hunger, also recommended by Kyle Rowe, more Gregory, the screenplays of Royal Tenenbaums and Death Proof, some samurai stuff. I really got into the Hagakure with Ghost Dog. Mick Foley's Tatum Brown. Mick Foley, the wrestler, Mankind wrote an amazing novel there. Knick-Knack, Paddywhack, Dougal from Father Ted's book. John Fonte, Ask the Dust. John Fonte is Bukowski's favorite writer, so here's a Matt Dillon movie cover to Factotum. Gone from Davis. Then I got a bunch of paper cuts, Tales from the Crypt stuff. When I wasn't even into comics, I was going to an LCS and I was getting those. You know, some QT literature, a bunch of little, just dozens of little animated Batman books, you know, just love that stuff. It's a bad thing when one thing becomes two. The book, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and just some other comic sort of stuff. And last thing I'll show, because I show a lot of toys already, but when I completed the correspondence course from Joe Kubert's World of Cartooning, and that's a signed diploma. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and that's all I got. That's what I've been working on. I'm really not collecting any comics right now. I'm too afraid to go into an LCS, but I'm doing what I can, enjoying what I got. Thanks a lot. More art from Tat. Cool, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.